Good morning, beautifuls. It is early. It is definitely early. We're not gonna look at the time. We're not gonna do that. It's not that early. It's early for me. Early enough that I want coffee. Need coffee. I breathe coffee. That's what we're gonna do this morning. I think that today sounds like a lovely day to make a banana bread latte. You can thank my girl Jackie for turning me on to these because of her Dutch Bros infatuation. Thank you Jackie. Everybody thank Jackie, thank you. But today we are going to make a banana bread latte. However, in order to do that, we have to make the banana syrup. So that's what we're gonna start with. And then we're gonna put it all together and we're going to enjoy. And then we're gonna have some Bible time, I think, because that sounds like a good morning. So let's get into it. All right, so now in order to make banana bread syrup, you're gonna need a pan, okay? And then obviously bananas. I use frozen bananas. I just buy a crap ton of bananas at a time, chop them up into like centimeter wide pieces and freeze them. They are slightly freezer burned. But that's okay because all of the excess ice that is on here, it's just gonna help it thin it out. At least that's what I tell myself. I'm not gonna make too much today. I'm actually leaving for a trip later in the week, so I don't wanna have too much of this on hand while I'm gone. So we're gonna do probably like a half batch today. So maybe like a cup and a half of bananas is what I'm thinking. I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, okay. So this is the amount of banana I'm gonna use, about a cup and a half or so. We're just gonna turn that baby around, and then we're gonna turn this on about medium-high heat and let that start to do its thing. And now we wait. Hi. How's it going? All right, so actually we can go ahead and put some other stuff in here. So all we're gonna do is put about half a cup of water in. I was real bold because I didn't know if that was gonna go in. We're gonna put about a teaspoon-ish, maybe 2 teaspoons of vanilla. I don't measure. And then we'll do about 8 of these single serve packets of Truvia. This is gonna be partial sweetener for this. That way I don't have to overload with more sweetener that is not 0 calorie. Clean up as you go. So with everything in there, it should start to look like this. These are gonna start to break apart and thaw, and then we're just gonna let this simmer for a little while, and then we're gonna mix it. That's pretty much it. So I'll be back when this is ready to mix. Exciting news, friends. She's bubbling. So I'm just gonna let this boil for about 5 or so minutes, and then we will turn off the heat and blend. All right, so it's been about 5 minutes. She has thickened up quite nicely, so we're just gonna go ahead and turn the heat off. And then I am going to grab my emulsion blender, and we're gonna her up. You could use a regular blender if you wanted to. I just like the emulsion blender because this is the only piece you actually have to wash, so do what you can, what you got. All right, so after a couple of minutes blending, this is kind of the consistency you should want, about the thickness of applesauce. And there is our banana bread syrup. So it's not really a syrup, it is a bit thicker, but I also use the immersion blender when I make my coffee. So far, I know that this can last up for 10 days in the fridge, which is perfect because I'll use that in that amount of time, so. Yay! Yay! But now it's time to make the coffee. So I'm gonna use this. This is the emulsion blender cup, and I'm gonna get about 6 ounces of water. Yeah, okay, well that's 8, so it's fine. All right, so then after the water, I put in the banana syrup, or the banana concentrate, I guess. How I measure it, like I said, it was supposed to be 6 ounces of water. It's 7 in here, it's fine. I'm gonna go up to the 10 ounces with the banana syrup. It's gonna look disgusting at first, but it's okay. I promise it tastes good. Okay, now this is where the measuring really does not come into play. I use the Nescafe Gold Intense Instant Espresso, and then what I do is I just cut a little triangle on the top, and that's how I pour it out instead of like actually measuring. So we're literally just going to take it. I would say if I had to guess, I do like a tablespoon and a half. But we're gonna go about like that much. And then now we blend this. I'm sure it seems like a lot of steps, and to some people it might be. I think it's worth it because my coffee in the morning is the thing that keeps me going throughout the day. So I'm gonna use as many steps as I need. And then I'm literally just gonna take the same emulsion blender, this just has extra banana on it, and blend. It should end up looking like this, just nice and frothy. All right, we're in the home stretch, I promise you. So this might be a me thing. I don't really care if it is. I think if you were drinking a fun little coffee, you should have a fancy little glass to drink it out of. This is my new favorite one from Walmart. I wish it had a plastic lid. Also, I bought mine and it did not have a straw that came with it. I know it should because I saw it before. It was the last one in the Walmart I was at, so it is what it is. I just use these glass straws from Hobby Lobby and I love it. So drink your coffee out of a fun little glass and I promise you, it'll make you feel better, okay? It just will. Just trust me. I'm gonna fill this up. I knew that was gonna happen. I freaking knew. I broke the glass straw. Dang it. Welcome back. So sorry you guys had to see that. I should know better. I knew better when I bought those. I knew better. Don't buy the straws from Hobby Lobby. It's fine. That's why I stick to my old trusty aluminum. They're fantastic. All I've done is just put some ice in my cup, but I have 2 more ingredients. The first one, Chocolate Fairlife, is the best chocolate milk, okay? All we're gonna do is just go for it. Like that much. I'd say like 1/3 of a cup. All right, and then the last thing we're gonna use is this oat milk plant-based creamer. It's the brown sugar flavor by, what is this? Natural Bliss. I love this creamer. I love this brand of creamers. So we're just gonna give this a nice little shake. Not too much of this. Like that much. Maybe like 2 tablespoons. I don't know. Give this one final stir. This is probably gonna be about as professional as you see me ever, so enjoy it. Ugh, I hate that I just said that. Ugh, gross, gross, no. So this is what she looks like in all of her beautiful glory, okay? I'm so excited. Let's give her a whirl. Yeah, yeah, every time. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Whew. That's my girl right there. Good morning. That was probably a lot funnier in my head. It's all right. Well, good morning and welcome back. Today is day 2 of coffee time and I'm very excited. I've actually been looking forward to this all night, okay? All night. This recipe is going to be a little bit less intense, I guess. It's very unique. Not very unique, but different. It's just different, you know? Not everybody is putting things in their coffee like this, so hope you like it. We're going to start off with the same coffee glass because I love her, okay? And we're gonna fill it about halfway with water, so, pardon. All right, we're ready. So about halfway with water, and then today we're gonna start with the coffee. Again, I'm just using my Nespresso Gold Intense. About that much. Then we are going to add some of the Torani sugar-free white chocolate syrup. You can use regular chocolate, you can use white chocolate, doesn't really matter. Kind of just depends on your preference and how sweet you like it. I will say I can taste the artificial sweetener in here a little bit more than the other, but if I don't put too much, it's not so bad. So I'm gonna go couple tablespoons. I can always add more, and that's the thing with these especially, I can always add more. I don't want to start too crazy. For the special ingredient, this is homemade orange juice. It might sound weird, I don't really care. Orange juice, orange flavorings in coffee is delicious. So I just squeeze like 6 oranges, I believe, the juice out of 6 oranges, a little bit of water, and then again a couple of my Truvia packets. Let that simmer, and now we have some orange juice. And then for this, we're gonna do maybe a teaspoon, maybe, to start. Again, this is all to start, okay? Then you can use whatever you want. You can use a whisk, you can use a fork, you can use one of the electric hand mixers, doesn't really matter, just mix it. Okay. Now that this is all mixed, I'm gonna add my ice to this, and then we'll add the last ingredient. We're going to ignore the fact that the ice that I just dropped into my cup did not splash my shirt. It's fine. Everything's fine. This is what she looks like. I'm probably gonna have to drink a little bit of this down, but that's okay. So the very last thing we're gonna need, it says heavy whipping cream. This is actually half and half because I put some milk in here to get the rest of the heavy cream out. You can use either or, doesn't really matter. Oat milk is also really good in this. Just whatever creaminess you like, use that. For the part everybody loves, are you ready? Because I'm ready. Yeah, that's my girl. I'm actually gonna add just a little bit more, make it extra creamy today. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. That's it. I love coffee. All right, my friends, the time has come. Our final recipe. Today's actually gonna be pretty simple as well. This is a die-hard, true, tested, just like, this is my go-to if I want coffee and I want it to be good. So we're going simple today, and I hope you guys like it. Yet again, our trusty glass. Also, it is 5 p.m., but that's okay, because I have to pack. First, we start with ice. Fill her up with about that much water. About 2/3. And then because I don't feel like mixing powder today, we're actually gonna go with the Nescafe Espresso Concentrate. We're gonna do 2 lidfuls. 1, 2, oh, half of that spilled on the counter, that's okay. Just making an absolute mess over here, don't mind me. All is well in the world. Now that we have that in there, she's looking nice and dark and refreshing. The only syrup you will ever need in this lifetime, Torani S'mores, okay? This one, this is the one, okay? Love her, never leave her, be good to her, cherish her, admire her, just whisper sweet nothings in her ear, you know? I'm petting a bottle, okay. And then literally all we're gonna do, we're gonna go maybe like a couple tablespoons, like 2 tablespoons-ish. And then from here, all we're gonna do is top it with a little heavy cream. So satisfying. Give it a little mixy mix, and cheers. Every time, okay? These recipes never fail, all right? They always hit, they're always delicious. 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10. That's it, that's all you need. I'm gonna go enjoy this. We'll see you in a little bit. All right, now for some honorary mentions. These are going to be my absolute go-tos if I want a quick coffee, a simple coffee, or I'm just feeling these flavors. The simplest I can do is coffee and then creamer. These two, absolute favorite. These are my babies. I love them. This girl especially. Okay, this is my girl, okay? We love her. We love her so much. There's 6 bottles in my fridge. All right, yes, 6 bottles in my fridge. And that's only right now. I have probably purchased at least 15 of these because she's so good. She's so good, she's sweet, she's delightful, she is nutty and flavorful, and I just love her. So the Natural Bliss Pistachio Creamer. This one, yeah, just yes. And then one of my new favorites is this Starbucks Oat Milk Maple Pecan Latte inspired creamer. These I actually both get at Target. This one is probably going to be seasonal just for the fall and winter time. I know that I love the pecan oat crunch from Starbucks. Absolutely delicious, delectable, all of the things. But this girl right here, she has become a new favorite. She is one where if you put a little too much, it can be a little much. You kind of have to get the right balance, but she is super good. So if you're ever looking for a quick recipe, a simple recipe, you cannot get any easier than creamer and coffee. Finding a good creamer is what it takes. A lot of us have personal preferences. We like oat milk versus regular milk or vice versa. I like a lot of things, so these work great for me. This one's real milk, this one's oat milk. You kind of can't go wrong. I hope you guys got something out of this video. I know I have had a lot of fun making it, okay? I got to drink all of my favorite coffee this week. What could be better? If you try any of these recipes, please let me know. I'd be happy to hear. Or if you have a different coffee recipe, I will never say no to a new coffee recipe. Just let that be known, okay? Never will say no. So I would love to hear those. Let me know your thoughts down below. If you guys like this video, I would really appreciate it if you go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you are not already. I'm just gonna be posting what I want. So if you guys enjoy this type of content, let me know, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. It's just so good. It's just so good.